This is the film that this is the world that I have been living in, not just dreaming of. And this is a very difficult world to construct. It just doesn't happen in one day. We keep on building brick by brick, and it is not my money that I am building it with. No, it is the producer's money, and I have a moral responsibility towards them. So these are contradictive emotions. When you see the budget is going up on one side and I'm putting some others' money in the front, and at the same time I'm seeing my dream, my world being built. These are two emotions, and on top of that, I'm spending less and less time with my family. But I should thank my wife, Rana, who was very supportive and very understanding. She not only did the costumes for this film, she not only designed the looks and costumes for the film, she was she was my backbone. She made me walk, and she made me stand up, and she made my world of Baahubali become true. So I had a lot of emotions going through me, and the emotions are contradictory to one another. But more than the emotion, it is because of these people who made my world come true.
I wanted to work with Rajamauli. I already did 10 years before film called Chhatrapati. And for 6 years before, he told me about, I'm going to do a very big film with you. 4 years before, 3.5 years before, he said, we're doing this script called Baahubali. And I'm so excited. And he told me, it'll take a lot of time. And this is once in a lifetime film. You can't get it again. And I'm lucky to be part of this film, and I want to do it. Thank you.
Write the scenes in such a way that connect to me. I actually don't think about how they are connecting to the audience or the world audience or the Telugu audience, I don't think in those terms. So my filmmaking starts from my emotional connect. How do I make these emotions connect to the audience well? Whether let it be the biggest sets or biggest battle sequences, all these things come from the characters. I have a character called Bhallal Deva, who is this larger than life, who has an ego, such an ego that he makes a gold statue of 100 foot high. So such a character, what kind of palace would he live in? That will give me a palace which is 800, which is as tall as an Eiffel Tower. What kind of army will he command? What kind of crown will he wear? No, this character drives me his surroundings. So I make the film in that way. I don't think about what are the world films that are being made, how can we match those standards. No, I don't think in that way. That is one thing. Second thing, I think we think too much of ourselves. We always say we make Hollywood level movies and all that. But I personally feel they are much more ahead of us technically. They are much more ahead of us. And I don't like to be in a rat race in competing with them. They have a head start of 50 to 60 years. They have a much more better directors, visionaries and all that. But only way that we can match with them is with our emotions. I think only emotions wise, or like we are talking about Mahabharata and Ramayana, the epics we have, these are the only things that we are much better than them. But in all other departments, I think they are far ahead of us.
Firstly, good evening. I think that's the reason Rajamauli called and picked me for this film. And what you see right now is actually a shrunken down version of me. I was 25 kilos heavier than this. And yes, and that prep went on for about 6 or 8 months, even before we started the film. And yeah, so it was rigorous training, lots of martial arts and all of that. And a special credit to a man called Peter Haynes, who did the action of the film. He got a bunch of Vietnamese trainers for both of us, who were living with us for 3 months, didn't speak our language, but just used to whack us and get us up and running.
I didn't realize when I signed in for the movie, and I remember the first day when we went on set and stood there after listening to the script and listening to how big it was. Never realized how big it was till we stood on that set. We just were lost, you know, in terms of now what do we speak, what do we say? Everything was so big. And then he's always been there to guide us and take us through it. So it's been an amazing journey. And again, I'm someone who always believed in fairy tales and things which are larger than life. And today, I've just seen the trailer. So again, I feel it's a shock to see stories that you read of and what you see as kids and as you're growing up in theaters, to be a part of something like that. And I'm actually looking forward to watch it myself.
Prabhas, I've worked with him before in a film, and his pet name in the Telugu film industry is Darling, by the way, in case nobody knew. Now they know. He's called Darling by the entire film industry and by all his fans. And rightly like his name, he is extremely sweet. And there was one night I remember while I was about to go to shooting the next morning. I had to do some sword fighting, which like I felt like I was as good as holding this mic. I was completely clueless. And Prabhas actually helped me get my move right. And when I shot for it, I could only secretly thank him for being there for me. I actually knocked at his door and said, "Can you teach me how to move this sword? I don't know how to move this sword." So he actually taught me. And I'd also like to thank Sendil sir. Sendil sir is a cinematographer. As actors, we get time to rest when we are working. We get time off from work and we can sit and chill out in the middle of shots. But two people who don't relax on a film set, one is the director and one is the cinematographer. Sendil sir, he made me look stunning. I could not believe it's me. And made it, every time I had a small issue, I could go and contact him. And I could, he was very, very forthcoming and very encouraging when I thought I couldn't do something. So these people mean a lot to me. Sweetie, I've always met her. She's the first heroine in the industry who actually helped me when I entered the film industry. Sorry, I'm taking so long. I just want to talk about all these people. When I entered the film industry, I didn't have a costume designer. I didn't know who to go to for costumes. So Sweetie was the first actress who came up to me, take my costume designer's number. Maybe she can help you. So, it's very rare to see these kind of things, actually. Not many people come to help. So, yeah, that's about Sweetie. So, see, their names are Darling and Sweetie, so you can imagine what kind of people they are. The names are just perfectly apt for them. Let me see if I'm missing out. Karan, thank you so much. Without you, this launch could not be as grand as it is. And it couldn't have, for a film like this, nobody better than you. And we were so happy to hear that you're going to present this film. It means the world to us. Thank you.